friends, Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa Stringworks Workshop. Merry Christmas to everybody. Just wanted to give one final update on the auction. I really hadn't planned to do an update on this because I guess I was thinking people would see the auction, but obviously I hadn't really thought the fact that there was a lot of people just weren't that interested in clicking on it every so often to see where it got to and how it sold. And also the way that auction works is when it's over and it leaves, it's gone. It's not on the screen anymore, and that's just automatic. I didn't do that. I was actually thinking it would probably stay up there and people could see what the final price was, but it didn't work that way. But anyway, proud to tell you that the final price was $5,850. It went to what seems like a very nice gentleman over in Scotland, Michael S. I won't give his last name, but their addresses are different than ours here, so it's hard for me to understand his address, but I think it's Elgin, I believe, is probably the town that he's in, and Morayshire, I think, is maybe the, I don't know, community or county or whatever you want to call it. And then Scotland is obviously part of the United Kingdom. So anyway, it was kind of cool that it's going over there. He assures me that it's going to get a lot of play at a local place there where they do a lot of playing. I hope that he plays it in good health, Michael. Thank you very kindly for purchasing the mandolin. I know that the couple is extremely happy. Of course, the man, he doesn't know what's going on, but the lady is extremely happy. I called her and told her that, it'll be a little while as we get all the details worked out, but I'll cut her a check just as quick as I can. I just thought I'd let you know, just for trivia, that the shipping over there, it's going to be pretty high. It's over $400, like $430 some to get it shipped over there. And just an editorial, as I've told you, no good deed goes unpunished. I have a normal shipping service. It's called XPS Shipper, and I would recommend it. It's good. It saves you money on UPS and all kinds of things. I had no trouble with them at all. They've been very helpful, the XPS Shipper. But I could see real quick it wasn't going to handle this. Now, if it was just a normal shipment, low value, then it probably would have. But high value shipments out of the United States, our government has managed, believe it or not, they've managed to make it complicated. I know that's hard to believe with our government. It's so complicated, you just wouldn't even believe it. And the paperwork just comes in reams, and and I went to UPS Direct and talked to them, and they couldn't help me because it's just complicated, especially the high value ones. Anything over $2,500 is high value. So bottom line is, it took me probably the best part of 2 days figuring it out. I would say if you just talk solid hours, I'd say at least 8 hours solid, just trying to get it shipped. But finally I did it, and to be perfectly honest with you, the way our government screws up everything, I finally had to just guess on like 3 codes. I couldn't come up with them. Googled them, did everything I could, went to the websites, everything, and they would say like something just like, put in the 2-digit tariff code or something. It would be something like that. And you'd look at it and you go, okay, well, which 2 digits do I put in there? And you start Googling it or whatever, and finally you might find some information, but it wasn't specific to what you're doing, etc., etc., or it was totally off base, like, hazardous waste and, scientific equipment and crap like that. And I finally just had to take just guesses and just pick the codes that were the least of all evils, Our government, I would fire the people that set up those online systems. If they work for me, and believe me, a lot of people that design systems used to work for me at AT&T, and they knew I would not accept it if they designed it like that. It had to make sense, and none of those systems make sense. I'd fire them just like that. And if I didn't fire them physically, I would fire them verbally. I'd say, you are fired, and you need to go back and fix this. But that's a side rant, sorry, but if you had to do it, you would appreciate the rant, trust me. Anyway, bottom line is it's sold. It's going to take me a while to actually get it out of the country yet, but I'm waiting on wire transfer type stuff. And Michael seems like he's a real good fellow. It seems like I would trust him that everything's going to go fine. I do know the lady is very, very appreciative. When you think about our lives, and I am extremely guilty of this, I get down, just because everything's going wrong, all these little detail-y problems that I have. In the scheme of things, I recognize openly, in the big scheme of things, my life is blessed. It really is. Good health for the most part, with my family, everything, it's just wonderful. There's no huge problems. On the big scale, it couldn't hardly be better, and I am truly blessed. On the little scale, the part about can't get gravity to work, trust me, on the little things daily that add up, they drive you crazy. But then I stop and think about things like that poor guy who was killed in Afghanistan and left his 7 kids and his wife, and he was the mayor of, I believe, part of Ogden, Utah or whatever. I just stop and think, I have nothing in the world to complain about. I hope it's that way for you. God bless y'all. Merry Christmas.